Flawless fam? What's happening, baby? What's good? It's your boy Flawless, back with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Your boy that came out of hibernation. Your boy was sleeping like a baby up in this piece, man. What's good, man? Finally got to come sit back in front of the camera. I've been itching for this the whole day. The whole day. I'm off the weekend. I got a vacation coming up in after next week. It's kind of crazy down here in Daytona. Down here in Central Florida. It's bike week down here. It's bike week. So the bikes are starting to flow in. They're starting to control the streets. I don't like it, but hey, it is what it is. It's part of the territory, man. How many of you guys got bikes out there? You got motorcycles? You got a little two-wheelers? You like to ring, ring, ring. And them things can get loud. I always wanted one. Back when I was in the military, I was mesmerized by this dark blue. It's kind of like midnight. Not midnight. It's a certain kind of dark blue, kind of like midnight blue. Don't laugh at me, okay? Don't laugh at me. But it was a Honda Shadow, and it was a big one, one of the big boy ones. I don't know what number it was, how much horsepower it had, anything. But man, I wanted one so bad, but it just never happened. Just never happened. I don't know. Maybe I outgrew it. Maybe I saw too many motorcycle accidents, but it just never came into fruition. But you never know. Things can change. Never say never. But what's up, everybody? I'm glad to be back and spitting game with y'all. Just gonna fellowship a little bit. Just wanted to kick back. Got my little hat like this. I need to get a haircut tomorrow. I got some family in town. Y'all see my hat? I got some family in town from Atlanta, from Georgia, and a few cousins and an aunt. So we're holding a birthday little bash tomorrow at this one little spot in Daytona, top of Daytona. So that should be pretty fun. 70th birthday for my auntie. Can't wait to see her. But that's gonna be fun. A lot of the family's gonna be there. But yeah, man, life's good. No complaints. Just living life, man. Living life. This NFL season, it's kind of died down. You got combines. The youngsters trying to do their thing. So hey, you gotta wish them guys luck. It's their dream that they're living right now to come and play in the National Fix League. We ain't gonna talk about that, but it is what it is. So let's just hope for the best of those guys, and hopefully they can stay healthy and they can perform their best and live their dream. We all got dreams. I have dreams myself. I'm sure you guys have dreams too. Check it out. Yeah. All right, check it out now. This is my hat, right? But see, this is a cheap hat. Well, it was fairly decently made, but this was done just for me, just to add something to my repertoire, because my other hats are like screwed, man. I never put those back on camera again. But this hat only costs like 9 bones. This is a Walmart hat, but I like the way it's set, so I got it for myself. Y'all hats, the winner's hat did not cost 8 bones. Those suckers came from Lids and cost a nice little penny. But nevertheless, all three of the guys that finished in first through third got their hats in the mail and their prize, and they were happy about it, and some nice memorabilia, man. And I was glad to be able to get that to you guys, man. All you guys are special to me. I appreciate all you guys, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I enjoy doing this, and when you're doing something you enjoy, don't feel like work, so, but we'll see what happens. I'm just staying optimistic. I have other things that I have going on. I'm going to let you guys know about that, man, because y'all family to me, man, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to see different sides of me, what I'm saying? So, but yeah, let's talk about football real quick, because y'all know I will freaking just go off on a tangent, just get crazy, but, so we got a lot of stuff going. You guys see my YouTube short where I talked about the top. Let's talk about some news and notes real quick. We'll get to that. We you already know basically about the car situation, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, where the car's gonna go? We got this whole to do. Every single year we got a quarterback or two that talk about going a certain place or not going, doing a certain thing or not. The two this offseason obviously are Derek Carr, and I'm not buying into the Aaron Rodgers thing. You know, I won a championship with him and Fly Like an Eagle back in the day, maybe 2012. I like Aaron, love Aaron. I had him when he was my QB. I think he was the QB number 2 overall, and I had him with Chris Johnson when he ran that 2000. Man, I love that year. That year. Okay, I'm just all right. So, but I'm just not buying into that whole Aaron Rodgers thing, man. Now, you know, he's just a modern day Brett Favre, man. Just shut up. You ain't going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You know, you already know those young guys over there. You want it, and your running back came back, Aaron Jones. He's not going anywhere. I just don't think it's going anywhere. I could be wrong, but I could be right. All right. So his little retreat, and man, I don't want to hear about that stuff. And I just don't think Carr's going to be the answer enough the way he'll be a relevant quarterback, considering if he goes to the Jets or if he goes to Carolina, whatever. You know, I mean, I would hope he goes to the Jets for the wide receiver's sake over there. But outside of that, he's just Carr, man. He's just Carr. So they say Keenan Allen's going to stay with the Chargers. Hey, look, this dude, 31, about to turn 32 or something like that. He's going to stay a PPR machine. They don't want Herbert to regress. So he'll help the passing game, but, you know, I still don't see him as a viable option. I would stay hands off on, Keenan Allen, even in PPR leagues, because he's 1 year older, and if he glass out, you're going to be upset that you drafted him in the 4th round or whatever round you might go in. But it's totally up to you. Kenny Golladay expected to get cut, or did he get cut? Dude's trash. And which is an example because, you see how these organizations pay big money for Kenny Golladay and old boy for the Rams and the wide receiver. It's like that played for Jacksonville. Thinking cap ain't on right now. But these guys are washed. Guys I say stay away from. And I have stayed away from. But these GMs will throw millions of dollars at them, So you shouldn't beat yourself up by, swinging and missing on on a particular player in your fantasy drafts, man, because these guys are supposed to be the best of the business and they mess up a lot too, So that's commonplace for them. But they can make mistakes. We can make mistakes as well. You're always going to miss. I don't care if you win a championship. You're going to be able to look back at your draft board and you'd be like, that was a nasty pick. Nasty pick. So it's a team effort. Sometimes you pick somebody, they got to go to the bench, drop them suckers, dead weight. It is what it is, But just go hard on your picks. That's what man. Just swing for the fences, man. I don't be wanting no mediocre freaking, what do I call them, ham and eggers. I did ham and eggers in a while. I kind of missed that. But, yeah, I don't want ham and eggers on my team. I want to be feared. I want to have a freaking fearful team. Looking across like, I don't want to play him. I don't want to play him this week. So, we talk about Mixon, right? And I heard some things about Mixon actually being a cut candidate. He might. They want to make Burrow be they want to make Cincinnati be a passing team. They have the weapons for it. I totally get that. They got the wide receiver trio. They have a tight end. Chase Higgins is tired of boy, I don't think somebody like P. Ryan's under contract. So what are they going to do? You're going to cut Mixon and then draft a guy? You better hope he's good. You better hope he can block, So, but we'll see what happens with that. I just don't know, man. Mixon's a proven commodity. He might have to restructure is what he might have to do. One of the Bengals execs via Sleeper said as far as trade rumors with Higgins, like if you want to go good, you want a good wide receiver, go find yourself one. You know what I'm saying? I guess you got, I don't know, when I read that, I was kind of like, damn, dude, getting spicy. I like that. Got some attitude. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, I like that. Go find you one. Go get the draft. Go find you one. Get up off my team roster. I respect that dude. With Kansas City, they got Kadarius Toney. They say Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore will have bigger roles. Of course they will. Okay, of course they will. You got Miko Hardman. He's going to be a free agent. He's glass. He's done. That experiment is over. And Juju's just Juju. You know, him and old boy AJ Brown still going back and forth about it. That's all they're doing is trying to play that crap up to make it seem like you're such a big beef, to try to make that crap valid. What happened during the Super Bowl, but it freaking wasn't. Case freaking closed. So, of course, they're going to have bigger roles, especially with Kelsey getting a year older. I'm not going to say anything about Kelsey because obviously he's a tight end one. But, man, I don't want to get left holding the bag. You got to decline eventually, man. They all do, you know. But, hey, man, I guess he performed so well and above others that if somebody picked him up, I wouldn't be mad at him, man. I get it. I want to pick him in the second round. So, what's next? Where should we go? Let's just talk about the quarterbacks now, man. Let's talk about the quarterback. Okay, now in my YouTube short, I said, which quarterback do you feel that had a bad year, that's apt to have a bounce back year, right? Apt to have a bounce back year from 2022 for next year to 2023, okay? So, obviously, Mahomes was number 1, Allen was number 2, Hurts, and Burrow was number 4, Geno and Fields rounded out the top 6, 5 and 6, as far as points scored, you know? So what quarterback outside of that do you think is making the top 6 that you can feel comfortable about if you don't go quarterback particularly early? Let's jump to the comments real quick. For one, I appreciate everybody that watched the video. I appreciate the ones that press like. Remember, you know, that's the only thing I'm charging you. That's the only thing I'm charging you. Have me freaking doggone get crazy on y'all. I appreciate the ones that press like, and I really appreciate those that commented, which are shout outs to Otis Driftwood, Blade on the Moon 2, known as BD, Tyrone Brooks, and my now 26-year-old son, Anthony Blake. Just had his birthday February 26th. I'm sure you enjoyed yourself. He stayed safe. Proud of him. Also, big brother. All right, so look, man, here's the deal. Let's talk about what the comments said. Otis Driftwood and Blaine on the Moon, too, both said Trevor Lawrence, okay? Otis Driftwood said that he have him as top 5. I ain't much mad at that. I ain't mad, man, because he got hella weapons. He's going to have a tight end, Ingram, that he's just balling, man. They're going to end up putting the franchise tag on him, so he'll get like $11 million or something like that. That's what it's worth for tight ends. And just having the plethora of wide receivers on top of having old boy, you know what I'm saying, that got suspended from Atlanta last year, and Kirk, man, it's a lot of weapons for him. And then having old boy, the running back that he can dump it down to, Lawrence should be good. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'll let somebody else pick him for me, you know. But I like him. I ain't hating on Lawrence no more. He showed me enough, and I've changed my tone about him. Maybe it was the quarterback, you know what I'm saying, and maybe it's that little bit of that collegiate stuff, but more power to him. I like Trevor Lawrence. I really like him. I pull for him, and I anticipate going to see at least 2 or 3 of his games next year, because, you know, I just slide right up the road to Jacksonville to go see it. So 2 of you guys said Trevor Lawrence, Otis Driftwood, and Blade on the Moon. All right. Now, known as BD and Tyrone Brooks said Justin Herbert. All right. By the way, speaking of that, Trevor Lawrence finished number 8 quarterback last year. And now speaking on Justin Herbert, he finished as the number 11 quarterback last year. Here's my thing with Herbert. He had some down games. They ran the ball in a lot over there. And if they just threw it some, that would have helped his numbers out a lot more. But, man, number 11, that's fringe quarterback 1. But that was 2022. And I anticipate a better year. Can he be top 6? Yes, he's shown it before. But I'm not going to touch him. I ain't touching. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you guys already know my stilo. I am an elite quarterback drafter. So next year, I'll either be picking Mahomes or Allen. One of the two. Now, I like Hurts. And I liked him for this year. I had him in my top. I wish I can show you. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm sure I had him in my top 4 as far as my predictions on quarterbacks. I'm going to go back and take a look at that as I produce this video. I go back and maybe throw the editing and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure I had him high. And he finished number 3. No surprise, right? So, not here anyway. But they like to get... They say they might get rid of that push thing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because he like that little get behind that little formation thing and push. They're trying to hold a brother down, man. I don't appreciate them trying to hold a brother down. I don't think they'll get rid of it, but we'll see. I just think they're talking. It's pretty damn automatic, man. So he could actually be the quarterback 1 next year, if they just stop letting the running backs run so much in next year. Because some games he'll do great or either blow the team out or something and he'll have 1 touchdown and stuff like that. But Hurts was no surprise, elite quarterback. I'm glad he's proven the doubters wrong, and he's going to be legit with his fumble and kick the ball, have himself. So, and then you got Burrow. Now, mind you, Mahomes had average 25.2 per Fantasy Pros. 25.2 for Mahomes. 24.2 for Josh Allen, and Hurts averaged 25.6. Maybe that's the only reason Allen played, because Allen played 1 more game. That's why he's number 2. And Burrow went averaged 21.7. And then Geno went at 18.5, and Fields averaged 20.4. Again, Fields missed games as well. So Tyrone, and known as BD, saying Justin Herbert, he averaged 17 points a game, and he finished at quarterback 11. He played 17 games. We'll see. I hope I'm the best. I like their offense. I just want them to pass the ball in more. Some gems on that team. I can't wait to talk about players that I love for next year that people probably not even thinking about, man. I'm excited about that. And my son Anthony Blake got, and he picked Jared Goff. Okay, he picked Jared Goff, in which I ain't holding up Jared Goff. I like him. The thing that's holding him back, he was the number 10 quarterback on the year, averaged 17.08 points a game. Don't think, man, it's like Williams ran in a lot of touchdowns, and if he would have threw half those touchdowns to maybe a tight end or something, or hell, he ran it in, he would have did a lot better. He would have got close, but they like to run the ball in over there. So, but Goff's good. Steady Eddie. He can give you some big games too, and nice favorable matchups. So, those are the comments about, what happened. I just wanted to give my little take on that. And Jared Goff finishes number 10, like I said. All right, now here you go. Guys, listen. Okay. Now, we already know I'm an elite quarterback type guy. So I'm going to be picking quarterback early. Okay. But if there was a to my head and I had to wait, I don't know, round 6, 7, 8, 9 or something, I would go with one of these 2 players. I'm going to talk about the first one. This is going to disgust you, so please, if you're eating, pause, okay? All right? And if you're drinking, don't consume. Make sure you swallow all the way. Don't have nothing in your mouth because you might spit it out. Don't press stop on the video. Let me finish. Give me a shot here. All right, so my thing is, for my option 1A, my quarterback that I believe that can perform, that could get in the top 6 next year, because he had a terrible season. He finished as the QB 16. Averaged 15.7 points a game. Only played in 15 games. He was the quarterback 16. Guys, I'm sorry. I just see the offense. You can't be no worse, okay? You can't be no worse. I believe in storylines. Look how confident yours truly was and who was going to win the Super Bowl, where everybody else is picking freaking Philly like clowns. Refuse to see that 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4. I think I said 1 4 times. But nevertheless, I believe with this head coach coming over, I refuse to believe that he's going to suck. I refuse to believe it. And the quarterback I believe that can get into the top 6, guys, just erase it out of your mind. People have had bad years and bounced back. Is Russell Wilson. I know. He was terrible and looked, oh my gosh, atrocious. But I just believe with Sean Payton coming in and revamping that offense and using Judy and using Sutton and using the tight end, it's going to be a better season for Russell Wilson. I don't like the fact that he'll simp towards Sierra, but guess what? That's off the field. When they were asked about, Sean Payton about Russell Wilson, they said he finished the last game. He finished with 6 touchdowns in the last 2 games. He said that's a little bit more of what we like to see, what we're accustomed to seeing. He said that February 6th, I believe he's going to do great. I ain't going to say do great, but I do a lot better. I think he'll be a very strong QB1. At least he'll be as a QB 6 or above, a quarterback 8 or above. I just don't see him doing terrible, guys. I'm sorry. I believe in the tight end over there. I believe in the offensive weapons. I believe in Russ having more of a stable coach and offensive system, so that's what I'm buying. Number 2, now I don't know because after this dude may get traded. Okay? But I'm just going by the numbers here. My 1B choice is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson finished as the QB 14. He only played in 12 games. He averaged 20.2 points a game. That is the 6th highest average. And I don't remember too many blow-up games from Lamar. But because he runs, and that's the cheat code, he was already on pace for, the beat if he'd have played all the games. Actually, if he'd have played, he missed. Let's say if he'd have played, he played 12 games. So let's say if he'd have played 16 games and averaging 20 points a game. That gave him an additional 20 more points. He scored 243. So that'll put him at 323. That'll put him in 5th place above Geno Smith. That's if he played 4 more games. Not 5 more, but 4 more games on that 20-point pace. If he gets sent to Washington, man, I would like to see that. I don't think he was hurt for all that time. Because they're jockeying for leverage and all that type of stuff, and it's a business. But the dude's still talented, and I believe he can make a difference. Baltimore doesn't like to pay the guy. I mean, hell, you'll pay freaking, what's the homeboy name that won the freaking Super Bowl for him? I don't like remembering freaking scrubs' names. But they paid him, but they won't pay Lamar, someone who won MVP, and that can put butts in the seats. But hey, it is what it is. Look. I ain't counting nobody's pockets. I believe he deserves the money. But that don't mean that people are going to pay you. You're looking at Deshaun Watson and what he's guaranteed, and let's see what happens. So if he gets traded to Washington, they say that might happen. Good luck and congratulations there, because I think he can make some things happen in Washington. He got wide receivers. I venture to say he got better wide receivers over there in Washington than he does having than he does have by far, obviously, than he has in Baltimore. The only thing that he'll be downgrading is the tight end. So I believe that Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson can have bounce back seasons for 2023. That's my take, guys. This is my first show back. I'll be dropping the YouTube short again. I don't know what subject I'm going to talk about, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about those two quarterbacks. Do you think Russell Wilson can get it done? You think he's going to suck again? Do you think Lamar Jackson can have a top 6 season? I think so, very much in the realm of possibilities. It's your boy Flawless, back with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Holla at your boy, stay strong, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.